Hello and welcome. My name's Gwen Houghton and you're watching Tarot for the Soul. We've got a new moon going into Virgo and it is time for us to get our shit together. We are going to be finalizing those lists, making some plans, deciding on what we're going to be doing this fall, planning for the winter. Kids are back in school, all that fun stuff. And this is a perfect time to be doing it with this new moon energy, feeling a little bit more grounded and a little bit more in control. Okay, so let's get to it. So first I'm going to do a visualization, and the reason why I do the visualization is to connect with spirit and connect with myself on a soul level. And so I encourage you to work with I encourage you to do the visualization with me, and then while I'm going through the cards, you will also be going through the cards and picking up your information, and you're connecting with spirit as well. If you don't want to go through the visualization, then I will have a timestamp on here and you can go right to the reading. So let's start by closing our eyes, taking a deep breath, and picturing a beautiful ball of white light above your head. And this white light is filled with love and calming energy. And just start bringing this beautiful ball of white light down into your head and gently rock your head back and forth. It helps to release any tension. We hold a lot of tension in the back of our head in the pineal gland area. This just releases that block, releases that stress. And continue bringing this beautiful white light down into your neck and shoulders, relaxing as you go. And this white light continues down into your chest. Breathe it into your chest and exhale out. Any unwanted energies, they're not good or bad. We just don't need them right now. And continue bringing this beautiful white light down into your waist and hips. And continue bringing this beautiful white light down into your knees, your ankles, your toes, all the way down into the ground. And Earth Mother takes any unwanted energies and she transmutes them into love and light. Now bring beautiful green healing energy up into your feet, up into your ankles and knees, and continue bringing this beautiful green healing energy up into your hips and waist. And as you bring this beautiful energy into your heart, this green energy, breathe it into your heart and exhale out through your arms. And this beautiful green energy continues up into your shoulders, up into your neck and head, all the way up into the heavens, and this connects us with all of the universe. Okay, so let's see what the cards have in store for us today. The first card comes from my Animal Speak deck, and this is the general vibration for the next 2 weeks. We've got the new moon in Virgo, and there is just so much energy around it. It's tactile, and it's the death card. So it's 13-4. And this is about shedding of the old skin and shedding of the old ways, because you reduce that 13 down into, and it turns into a 4, which is creating a solid foundation for ourselves. There is a lot of law around snakes and the death card, and a lot of people are afraid of it, but you know, it's also about transmutation, and in shamanic terms, that's big energy in big, big medicine. And so I totally feel like this is very telling of times to come for a lot of people. There is this sense of there's like a bit of a freedom. People are feeling, they're feeling freer, they're feeling relieved. I'm trying to figure out how to do this. I'll just pick the cards first. So I'm just going to pick the 5 cards and get them ready. This is kind of disheveled. I place all the cards face up because the meanings come through the cards. Spirit comes through the cards, and so they just and I just don't like, there's bad connotations to having the upside down cards and reverse meanings and all this other stuff, but I just believe that Spirit comes through and tells us what we need, and we don't need to have the upside down cards. I don't do it. So the 5 cards, the representation of the placement of the cards is, this is the first card, the past or present situation. There's insight, wisdom, knowledge, and outcome. And I do feel like the past or present situation has been about really understanding who we are and understanding ourselves on a different level than basically we were taught. It's the art card, and it's almost like it's time to cast away what you have learned in school. And this is what the master does, is you take the education and then you bring it into your heart and you bring it into your soul, and you use that education to make up your own mind. And a lot of what education has taught us is that we are not to trust ourselves. And this is a time of trusting yourself. This is a time of trusting your intuition. And this is a time of trusting that the universe can give you everything that you want, need, desire, if you only will let go. The problem that we have is it's hard to let go of control, because we're always told that control is having control of the situation, having control of everything is what helps us to get what we want. And that's actually the opposite. We have to understand that we put our intentions out into the future, and we become aware of opportunities when they come up. There's a symbiotic relationship between us and the universe. That's why I feel like it's so important to connect with the universe. And that's why I feel like it's so important for you to start to understand and connect with Spirit when I connect with Spirit, and start to read between the lines yourself. This is self-empowerment. This is how we take the snake energy and co-creation. We transmute. We go beyond the mundane, and we move into our own power. We move into our own mastery. Now there's the Prince of Cups is then the next 3 cards, insight, wisdom, and knowledge. The Prince of Cups is representative in this for the next 2 weeks specifically of harnessing our emotions and understanding that our emotions are there for a purpose. We have emotions, and we're also, once again, not taught to trust our emotions. Our emotions get in the way. Our emotions get away with us. It's you know, we have no control over our emotions. But this is about harnessing our emotions, understanding what emotions are there, what our emotions are there for, and using those emotions to maneuver through our individual universe. And you can see that Prince is front and center. He's looking forward, and actually what's really interesting is he's holding on to a snake, and I don't know if you can see this, but it's very, very cool. He's looking right at that snake, and he is looking at things from a balanced perspective, and he is understanding that his emotions can guide him in the right direction. This is part of trusting yourself and trusting in the universe. And there's insight. Then the wisdom card is the Four of Wands, and this is about completion and understanding that these past few months we also have this solar eclipse that's happening at the same time of the new moon in Virgo, and it's bringing things to the light, and understanding that this cycle that we have been in for all these months is completed. That means we're moving into a new cycle. That means that there is the death of the old ways. Where there is death, there is life. The seed, the seed falls from the plant, goes into the ground, and we're starting the cycle all over again. So this is understand that whatever it is that you're going through individually, whether it's on a professional level, whether it's on a personal level, whether it's internally, that you have gone through the initiation, and instead of maybe sitting, this is just an example, instead of sitting there and feeling like the victim and feeling like you're beat up and feeling like you're, you know, depressed or defeated, use that information and rise up like the phoenix of brand new energy and brand new life, and use that information that you have gained. And that brings me to the Nine of Discs. Use that information that you have gained to bring about the change that you have been asking for. You've been asking for change. So there's this self-defeating attitude of sitting there wallowing in our own shit when we see the change and we're afraid to embrace it, and we're afraid to take that first foot and move forward into change. And then the outcome card is the Six of Swords, and it's about science. And I find it so fascinating that we have, at the beginning here, we have the art card, and then we have the swords card. And they're both about mastery. And the Six of Swords is asking us to use our intellect, to use all the information that we have within us, to use our brain, and to understand and trust that we're intelligent enough to make the right decision. There is this disconnect that we have between Pisces, which is the opposite sign of Virgo. Pisces goes into the deepest depths of our soul and our deepest, darkest closets. And the Virgo is about standing up for yourself. It's about standing up for who you are. It's about practicality, putting things into motion. So there's this balance of understanding we need to utilize all the different aspects of who we are in order to create the universe that we want. So let's create the universe that we want together. Let's move forward together. Let's be the change that we want. Let's understand that we do have the power. We do have the power within us. We do have the power to control our own universe. And when we understand that, we don't have to control somebody else, and we can let that go. If somebody's not right for us, we need to let that person go. If the job isn't right for us, we need to let that job go. Whatever it is that we're holding on to the tightest is the thing that we need to let go of the most. And that's what this energy is all about. It's very intense. It's very tactile. I can taste it. I can feel it. I can see it. It is potent, potent energy for us to be able to manifest the life that we want without fear. So let's go through this next 2 weeks together. If you have any questions or you want to get an in-depth reading, you can contact me at gwenhoughton.com. You can leave comments. You can subscribe to this page so you can keep on getting notifications. I'm going to be doing these every other week. And blessings for the next 2 weeks to come. It's a blessed time, and it's time for us to harness our energy and take control of it. And if you want a reading with me in person, you can go to my website and contact me, and we'll set up a phone reading. So, hail and farewell. Take what you will and leave the rest.